Good morning, everyone. Today we're checking out a brand new video from Dead Meat, the kill count for the 1990 movie, The Puppet Master 2. Well, that's right, it's been about 1 year since his original kill count of the original movie, of the first movie, so let's hop in and see how many murderous puppets clean up the list. Hey, there we go.
Hey everyone, real quick update for you before the video begins.
That was a bit of a struggle, but I still made it walk.
First off, if you missed this year's Dead Meat Horror Awards, make sure you go over to Dead Meat Presents and check it out. It is literally the best video we have ever made. From the presenters we have, to the information provided, to the acceptance videos that some winners sent in, to how damn good Chelsea looks. I can honestly say I've never been more proud of the video.
Hey, congrats,
so check
man.
that out. And second, there's all new Dead Meat merch available, including a line of products for Dead Meat Video. There's a link to that in the description,
Nice.
so check it out. Alright, on to the puppets.
Here we go.
Welcome to the Kill Count, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite horror movies and show you how they were made. I'm
Hey,
James
James
H.
H.
and today we're diving back into the trunk with Puppet Master 2, released direct-to-video in 1990. I covered the first Puppet Master
Direct-to-video?
last year
Ooh,
and had
that
a
ain't
fucking
good.
blast. This is exactly the kind of series I started the Kill Count for. I said I'd do another if it did okay, and it kinda did, but mostly whatever. I'm doing some for me nowadays. Use me damn.
It did
Still,
take a
I hope
while.
y'all are as pumped as I am to get back on the Puppet Express. Woo woo! Especially
I
since
know I
it's
am.
only our second stop, out of as many as 15 if you want to ride it that long. And
Oh my dear God, 15.
if you include reboots, recaps, crossovers, see him hanging out with the demonic toys, and spin-offs, which you gotta include because one of them has Laura Dennis, aka Allie, aka the world's biggest and sweetest Puppet Master fan. I'm so happy for you, girl.
Hey.
The first Puppet Master was
know
a
what?
little light on the
Yes.
puppets and heavy on the Giallo influence. For the sequel, Full Moon Maestro Charlie Band took things in a different direction. First off,
Full
he knew
puppet.
we needed to see the puppets more, including the new one.
Torture. The hottest puppet around.
So, to direct the movie,
Torch.
he hired David Allen, the Oscar-nominated special effects artist who helped design and create the puppets in the first place. Here, Allen was aided
Cool.
by a larger effects crew to give us fewer puppet POV shots and more shots of PO'd puppets. For the screenplay, first-time writer David Pabian was told not to worry about anything
Ooh,
that happened in
damn,
the first
good
film.
punch.
He decided to make the sequel totally tonally different. Instead of Hitchcock and Giallo, it's more gothic Universal monsters. There's still some weirdness
yeah,
to this
okay.
movie compared to the later Puppet Masters. Most notably, Andre Toulon's a total dick, whereas later he'd be depicted as a warm, fatherly figure. But it's much closer to what you want out of a movie called Puppet Master than the weird original. And regardless of
Yeah.
merit, I still love it.
That original was very weird.
It's Puppet Master, so I hope you enjoyed this return to the franchise. How many...
James!
Ooh,
James, are you there?
what's
Puppet
going on?
James? Is that you?
Yes, finally. I've been trying to reach
Puppet
you.
James.
I've been abducted. I've just gone out to get you a gift for Father's Day. A gift? Like from today's sponsor, Raycon? Will Toulon set a good example for his puppet pals, or will his malice lead to a marionette of gross murders? Let's find out and get to the kills.
Oh, marionette. I get it. Clever.
The movie begins with a production card that got me pumped as a kid, I tell you what. In Shady Oak Cemetery.
I tell you
Shady,
what.
Not Shelby. Don't sue him, Stuckman. The body of Andre Toulon lay, until it's dug up by Cenobitty Pinhead and his puppet pals. Jester, Leech Woman, Tunneler, and Honcho Puppet Blade. With a little bit of life
Tunneler.
juice,
That's
it's
Tunneler.
alive,
Okay.
alive! And reaching out for that title card, two! Roman
Aha.
numerals, not Arabic. Perhaps taking an inspiration
Title
from
card
Friday the 13th,
two.
the sequel's credits are the same as the originals. White text, black background, and Richard Band's all-timer of a theme.
All right.
We come out to the same opening shot, too. The
Ah, we got Pinhead Larry.
Bodega Bay Inn on a cliffside, sitting there getting eroded by the day. A van of paranormal investigators arrive. Will they be as horny as the psychics in Puppet Master 1? Not a fucking chance,
Never
my
know.
dude. Well, actually, maybe if they notice how well this guy's filling out them jeans right there.
Damn.
But no. They're
That-
too busy to
that's
be horny. In fact,
surprising.
they've got a screen wipe into action. They're here to investigate the death of Megan Gallagher, whom we last saw surviving the first movie and petting that reanimated dog. The Scooby Gang
Wait,
consists
reanimated
of leader
dog?
Lady Carolyn, her alcoholic brother Patrick, spunky gal Wanda, and Wanda's boyfriend, CMT Lance. He's a real goofball. Cut it out, CMT Lance. Carolyn cracks open a book to get Bodega Bay backstory. The hotel we know and love was built on hills that were mystical, according to an Egyptian, mystic. That gives it a supernatural connection to death and makes it a conduit between planes of existence, or something.
Supposedly.
At night, while Pinhead be peeping, the parapsychologists are joined by Camille, who poo-poos their
Damn it, Larry, stop peeping.
pet.
You won't hear their voices on that, my dear. They will come to you when you open your mind and heart. Do you think you can capture the darkest secrets of the universe on these tiny television sets?
That's because she's a psychic, leading me to wonder if she got lost on her way to the first movie. I mean, she did get lost on her way to the hotel. She had to stop for directions from this lady down the road.
Turn left at the crossroads, and if your luck runs out, you'll find the place.
That seed stealer
left
lives
of the
with her husband
crossroads.
Matthew,
Thank
played
you.
by Buck Flowers, because this movie has class. Carolyn tells Camille what happened to Megan Gallagher. They found her with her brain extracted through her nose.
An Egyptian
Damn.
mummification.
The gruesome murder was blamed on Alex Whitaker, protagonist of the first film, after he apparently went insane. Now he's locked up in an asylum, never to be seen or even mentioned again. Oh, except for in the comics, where he gets decapitated by Blade. Oh,
Damn.
Spoiler alert. Camille has
luck,
an offspring
Blade.
puppet scare, so she's like, nah, fuck this place. I'm straight outie. Great idea, Camille. Just don't get distracted talking to busts on your way out.
What do you want?
Ah, shit, we lost her. And you know it's
Nope.
over when Pinhead knocks her to the ground. That's puppet turf.
Gets
Chester
done
gets
messed
kinky
up.
with a gag, and Camille just kind of lays there while Pinhead drags her across the floor, giving her rug burn, I'm sure. Oh, and since this
very
is the
slow
last time
rug
we see her
burn.
alive, I guess I'll count her kill right now. The others chalk up her disappearance to the fact that Patrick was a dick to her. Wanda and Lance get back to work watching for ghosts.
I mean, she also said, I'm getting the hell out of here, so they could have just chalked it up to be like, well, I guess he's
or
gone.
whatever.
Until they
PK
check the room.
camera! Work time becomes playtime in no time. But before
Oh,
boobs
damn.
can be bared, they see something on the TV. Oh shit, a motherfucking puppet!
Oh my god.
Come on!
Tunnel
They
off.
could have been saying the exact same things, but like in a way different tone.
God.
Come on!
They're unable to stop Tungler from
Blow.
popping up on Patrick's bed and boring a hole into his
Oh.
head. Oh shit. Bow down before the one you serve, Patrick. You're going to get what you deserve. Lance gets in there and does what you would do to a puppet. It just kind of tosses him across
Yeah.
the room. And yeah, stamp him out with whatever. A light stand works.
Yeah, there you
Patrick
go.
didn't think to do that. Now that guy's dead. And so is
Yeah, he
Tungler,
dead.
maybe? Looks like when I find a lizard that Lucy killed. They cut
Take
open
off his
Tungler
head.
like this were the start of Saw
Take off his head, of course.
4 and discover the life fluid inside him. But wait, life fluid? Oh shit. I guess I'll count Tungler as a kill then. He had a
Huh,
life
he is
force
dead
and was
then?
a tiny humanoid. I mean, look at him. The next day
Oh,
they're sitting
okay.
around when John Cena busts in. Or wait, it's the other Invisible Man. Or wait, no, it's fucking Andre Toulon.
I am Eric Chani.
Calling himself some French bullshit. But don't get
Okay.
confused, that is the titular puppet master. He just looks like shit.
Please
Ah, of course.
excuse my abrupt
So this is the guy that was resurrected in the beginning.
appearance.
I don't think I can,
think.
dude. You're one weird looking motherfucker. Like, I wouldn't want you near any children, that's for sure.
My heart is not attuned to the merriments of children.
Well,
Thank
thank God for
goodness.
that at least. Johnny or whatever says he owns the hotel, having inherited it from Megan after she died. He's just now returned from an overseas trip for his medical
This is
condition.
my
And don't try to be
place.
polite and say you didn't notice a condition. Dude looks like he's about to go derail a train. All of a sudden, a motorcycle guy shows up. But hey, I'm glad he waited until Patrick died, because I definitely would have gotten those dudes mixed up. If this guy does look familiar, maybe it's because he's Colin Burnson, brother of Corbin Burnson, aka everyone's
Oh.
favorite killer dentist. Michael here is
Nice.
Camille's son and wants to
Nice.
find out what happened to his mama. Carolyn says he can stay overnight while he figures things out. Maybe in her bed? Haha, what? Who said
Oh, come
that?
on now.
Just kidding. Unless. Something spicy's going on down the road, too. Martha wakes up to find Matthew killed by Leech Woman. Oh, what? You killed Buck Flowers right off the bat? Criminal. And she didn't even use her leeches either. She's got a little puppet knife there. Martha puts up a fight and makes Lady Leech squeal
Yeah.
with her foot. Usually gotta pay extra for
That doesn't really walk.
and she tosses the Widowmaker straight into her
Hey,
eye,
there
burning
you
her
go.
to death. Damn, the puppets are dropping like flies. Luckily, we've got a replacement.
That's how you do it.
Torture, the hottest puppet around.
We saw Toulon building him in the basement earlier, and he can even one-up her gun with his motherfucking flamethrower.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, there he go. There she go.
Oh.
This is an awesome fire stun. She's waving around and burning in those oven mitts. It leaves
Oh,
Martha
damn.
extra crispy, but Blade makes sure she's done, like extra sure, with his blade. Spurty, spurty. Quick shout out to stunt woman Janet Lee Orcutt for doing that fire stun. You know I love to see it. The not
Awesome.
dead puppets return to Toulon and tell him Leech Woman didn't make it. Her death was actually
Leech. gone.
Mandated by distributor Paramount. It told Charles Band to replace her because she was too gross, which, to be fair, she is. Still
Yeah,
wish she stuck
that's-
around
that's
longer.
fair.
Blade gives his papa some Martha meat, but Toulon says it's too burnt to be any use. Well, then why'd you make a puppet with a flamethrower, dude?
Torch,
Too
the
long.
hottest puppet around.
Apparently, he needs
James, how many times are you gonna play that? I'm not upset. I'm just wondering.
human flesh to make more
Question,
life
you know.
force juice. They're running low, but if they can secure more, Toulon can be restored to his former glory, and the puppets can keep living under his control.
Another
Uh-huh.
half century as Toulon's miraculous stringless marionettes.
Yeah, Chester seems thrilled about
Huh.
that. Looks like they really love
So he really is just trying to become an immortal, famous star with puppets. Yeah, okay, now I can see why the puppets would want to turn on him.
living in that musty-ass trunk, too. They had a bigger crew making the puppets this time around, led by David P. Barton, who got his start with the legendary K&B Effects. He and his team at
Hey,
Modus
cool.
Effects made all the usual puppet
That is
variations.
cool.
Rod puppets, cable-controlled puppets, radio-controlled puppets, and stunt puppets that they could abuse. Thanks to Joe Vicoville and Mark Rappaport, there was even a torch puppet with a legit working flamethrower arm. Holy
Damn,
shit. The movie
really?
detours into Andre Toulon backstory. This is the start of shit like this, if you don't count the first movie's opening, and it is going to be explored a whole bunch in the series, often to contradictory degrees. I mean, it's already fucked up. This movie's headstone says Toulon died in 1941, when the scene in the first movie clearly stated it was 1939. The series goes with 1941 going forward, so, retcon, I guess. But now we're back
Yeah,
in
apparently.
1912.
Retcon.
The Titanic sank. Toulon was in Egypt putting on boring puppet shows until a wizard-looking dude set that shit on fire.
Oh,
The
damn.
guy showed him his own little goblin puppet, who I'm shocked doesn't appear to have a name, at least according to all the fan wikis I briefly checked. Puppet Master fans, you're letting me down. Look at Star
I mean, if anything, I would have just called it, well, Glenn the Goblin. There you go.
Wars, man. Every Gleeplop in that bar has a name and backstory. I could tell you all about Carduce Malat, aka Labria, if you want to make him sound vaginal. But you're telling me this pierced ear, onion-headed guy ain't even got a name? That's just lazy.
He's Glenn
This
now.
wizard guy maybe has a name, if you count a comic book that calls him Ahmed El Eskander. God, I'm probably butchering that. Alright, turns out upon further inspection I was wrong. The Full Moon Features fandom wiki has a name for this guy. It's Jin
Oh, okay.
the Homunculus. Alright, you don't need to
Well, damn. Goodbye, Glenn.
leave comments, let me know the name. It's right there. I see it. My bad. That was my bad. Toulon purchases
Yeah,
the
that's a
wizard's
shame.
puppet life force at the behest of Helen Lovejoy.
Do it for the children.
Actually, it's his beloved wife Elsa, played by Elizabeth McClellan, who also plays Carolyn, which is why Toulon thinks that she's a reincarnation of his love. Elsa becomes a whole thing in the
Oh.
later movies too. If you like dumb lore, this is a great series to get into.
Oh,
the
no
reincarnation
doubt.
angle was writer David Pabian's way of honoring the mummy, his favorite Universal monster. That's why he kept and expanded on the Egyptian mythology briefly mentioned in the first film. Back in the present, Toulon tries to
Yeah,
whiz
okay,
up
that's
Carolyn
fine.
while she's hanging out with Michael. He offers them both good health.
You shouldn't want to see her injured, or yourself unhappily maimed or disfigured.
Thank you?
Thanks,
Man, that guy's
bub.
fucking weird. Was he trying to be steampunk or something? Oh,
I don't
shit,
know.
Did he hear us? Yeah, hi! Toulon is played by Steve Wells, who only gets to show his face in the flashbacks, which also feature
Aw.
Charlie Band's kids in a cameo. The rest of Wells'
Hey, that's
performance
cool.
required hours in the makeup chair, which is certainly commendable, but I still don't know why he chose to play this French character with a German accent.
Yeah, I suppose it indicates a weakness of character.
Don't
Wait,
occupy.
what the
I
fuck?
don't
Why are we in
know.
the woods all of a sudden? Oh, probably for like a random kill scene? Sure, let's see.
Oh, let's
wait,
see.
Hold up, yo, that's a kid. Did we just
Why does
cut
that
to
kid
a
have a
kid
whip?
killing scene? Maybe the kid is shitty?
Die, Nazi scum.
Nah, man, that kid's cool. But that doesn't
Why
stop
does that-
Torch from stepping out to make an
Why does
name
he have
for
a whip?
himself. The kid likes Torch's look and gives him a full inspection. Your teeth are a fine caliber, sir. But he
Ooh.
gets a little too
Here's
yelly
the
and
bullets.
way too whippy, so Torch aims his namesake arm and fries the kid to death off screen.
Damn.
Carolyn and Michael have a beach date
That's
where
bad.
he talks about his job as a writer and
Bad
she
puppet.
shows off them paisley pants.
Really bad
And
puppet.
she cries about her brother's death. I mean, yeah, it's sad, but then they kiss. So you know what? Netting in the black, I think. Toulon returns to his labo science, and the puppets bring him flesh and blood in a thermos to make more life fluid. They really want that juice, man. They're licking their lips like Molly when I get her dinner. Toulon commends them for getting fresh blood, not anything from an animal or a corpse. Right, guys? Just the top shelf shit? You wouldn't lie about that. Okay, I
Uh-huh.
trust you. That night, Carolyn hops on her puppet analysis app, No Strings, I'm pretty sure it's called. But Wanda tells her to
Clever.
log off and go touch grass. She'll
Clever.
take over on the click-clacking, so Carolyn can go drink brown liquor with Michael. Before they can cut a rug,
whiskey?
frickin' Toulon shows
Or rum?
up and cuts in. Damn, Michael, getting dunked on by a dead guy. Toulon leaves, and since he's
Semi-dead guy. Undead guy? Re-dead guy.
sus
I don't
as
know.
fuck, Carolyn assumes he had something to do with her brother's death. Probably Michael's mom's disappearance, too. Their trauma bonding leads to a softcore sex scene, lit like it came across it on Showtime in the 90s. You know, I didn't expect the final girl to have a sex scene. I pegged Wanda for our requisite boobs for Okay, yeah.
Oh, there
She
it
had
goes.
Boobs
Damn.
written all over her. She and Lance just had sex. And for some reason, it always stuck with me that she got mad at him for wanting to take a shower.
Don't take it personally.
No, it's okay. I'm used to guys hosing off afterwards. Good night.
Lady,
That's
why
what
are you
guys are
mad?
supposed to
It's
do.
avoiding UTIs. You should hop in there too.
Exactly.
Instead, she leaves, only to hear noises and come back to a very clean corpse, courtesy of Blade,
Damn.
who slashed Lance's throat with his, well, blade. The little Jell-O guy
Good
hops
job,
off the
Blade.
bed and charges at Wanda, then slashes her face to hell in unconvincing close-ups. Doesn't look
Yeah,
fatal
very
to me, but
unconvincing.
I'll count it as a kill, since the puppets add her bits to their life goop soup. The doomed lovebirds were full moon regulars. Lance is played by Jeff Weston, who was kind of the opening kill in Demonic Toys. Like, he died without ever even seeing Baby Oopsie Daisy. Wanda was
Oh,
played by Charlie
really?
Springling, who Charles
Well,
Ben
alright
liked
then.
so much she became host of the Full Moon Fan Club and official spokesperson for the company. She didn't
Oh, that
especially
is
love
awesome.
working on this movie, though. She said director David Allen was more focused on the puppets than the actors, which, yeah, that appears to be the case.
I enjoy working with actors.
I mean, I gotta just make sense for a series called Puppet Master.
But the puppets, it's a whole different thing. A different satisfaction, a different fulfillment.
Carolyn wraps up snogging time with Michael and looks out a window to see Eric Shanae outside. Wait, is it morning already? She's walking
I
around
don't
and it
know.
seems like it's night, but then it cuts back to him and it feels like the breakfast menu is about to end. Carolyn sneaks a peek
Yeah,
at
like
his
it's about
puppet
to reach
workshop and
10:30.
finds a couple of life-size creations in the closet. Toulon shows up and says he made them just for her. And don't worry about Michael, Torch is taking care of his ass. Oh, wait, Torch, where'd you go, dude? His ass is still alive. His ass is real alive, dude. You're gonna be in
Oh.
so much trouble, Torch. Especially after Michael goes under
I
the
ain't
ring and
smoked
grabs a
yet.
fire extinguisher, which he uses to absolutely body Torch.
Oh!
Wow, that dog got fucked up. Toulon tells the captive Carolyn that he's Andre Toulon and that she's his beloved Elsa. Elsa want blankie? Elsa get blankie. All one. He reveals his true
Okay,
face to
okay.
Carolyn, and it is fucking horrid. My God.
Ooh,
wow, that's gross.
that
Good
is
makeup,
bad.
though. Effects artist David P. Barton based this look on the Boromos Man, a body found
The
in
what?
a Danish peat bog in the 40s that was preserved from like 700 BCE. Toulon mixes up a batch of his milky life fluid
Fucking
and tells his
impressive.
Elsa they're gonna transfer their souls into these puppets so they can live forever.
Together.
All he's gotta do is drain this shitty, gross-ass body's life force into the new one. It can be done with a handy funnel.
Oh.
Great, all done. Just look at this fucking nightmare.
You see how easy it can be?
That is impressive.
Only a moment of pain, and then immortality.
Jesus, fuck, this is an abomination.
That is fucked up, but that's also impressive as hell. And now, for some reason, it's reminding me of another kill count he did many years back about some other puppet boy with eternal life and mommy issues.
Shit. And it sounds like a dinosaur kid too! Actually, that weird hiccup is because of the animal blood and or brains his puppets have been giving him for the life serum. I guess their real victims kept getting too burnt. Huh, wonder why.
Torch, the hottest puppet.
We
So
get
they
it.
grabbed roadkill or some shit. Man, the puppets are kind of useless, honestly. Like, Michael beats them all up, no
Oh.
problem. I mean, sure, they deal some psychic damage when they taunt him with his dead mom's body, but he still
How did
winds
they
up
get
throwing
that?
Blade down the laundry chute, so who cares, right? I don't know why, but Toulon reveals he never planned to keep the puppets alive. He just wanted Carol Elsa, whom he's going to transfer into puppet form now. Thank you. But turns out she's a spitter, not a swallower. And
Oh,
also,
disgusting.
Michael's here to save
Okay.
the day with his bare hands. Amidst the commotion,
Bail hands. Come on.
puppets steal the life force from Toulon and knock him to the ground. Oh, shit, you don't want to be down there, my man. I tell ya, it's puppet turf. As Michael unties
Puppet
Carolyn,
turf.
the puppets turn on their master, which, yeah, is pretty much exactly what they did in the first one. Like, it's the same
Ooh.
thing. It even started with the bad guy stupidly getting mean towards his puppets. Just keep the puppet pals happy, bad guys. It's an easy win. The good
Puppet
guys get
pal
away
plan.
as the puppets
Duh.
bash this bogus Brahms. They splinter him down and spill green
Oh.
blood all over the place. Torches. The puppets surround him, and Torch comes in to flambe with final flames Andre Toulon, who goes out with another awesome fire stunt. Oh, and now he's out the window. Now he's in the air. Oh man, that's great.
What the
puppets
hell?
gather around Camille's body and eye that spare, unused puppet. Take them both to the Blueprints workshop, friends. Michael later buries his mom's body, but he mentions that they found it moved, and that's because the puppets put its life force into the puppet meant for Camille, creating another atrocity.
We'll have lots of fun.
God, this series is
Oh boy.
The movie ends with Camille and the puppets going to harvest blood from a juvie prison or something? I don't know, man. It's
I don't
literally
know.
never addressed or acknowledged again in any of the sequels. How many lives went on too long before the puppets cut their strings? Let's find out and get to the numbers.
There were about 8 humans and only 2 puppets, so I think that's about right.
Just as soon as I can figure out how to get to them. Oh, hey, farmer lady, do you know how to get to the numbers?
Ah,
Back on
I
the
get it.
highway, turn left at the crossroads, and if your luck runs out, you'll find the
Yeah,
place.
left at the crossroads.
Okay, thank you.
You know what's good for you. You stay away from the numbers. They say Satan's got a pie chart in there. And brimstone comes out of the chimneys at night, and it smells like roasted entrails. You ever smell roasted entrails, lady?
No,
What
I haven't.
the hell?
Also, I'm a man, but thank you.
That's straight
Thanks
out
for
of the
not
movie. Nice.
Spitting at me, at least. Oh, come on!
Oh, come on!
There were 10 kills in Puppet Master 2, with the victims consisting of 5 human males, 1 puppet male, 3 human women, and 1 puppet leech woman. That gives us
Leech
a pie
woman.
chart that'll get splinters in your mouth. And leeches.
And leeches.
The sequel also
Gross.
topped the original in kills, which frankly, you always love to see. And with a runtime of 89 minutes, it had a kill on average every 8.9
8.9
minutes.
Yep.
I'll give the golden chainsaw for coolest kill to Andre Toulon. I loved Martha's fire stunt, but Toulon was on fire and got defenestrated.
Oh, yeah.
One upper. The
Good
homosexual
shit.
lamest kill will go to Camille, dragged off screen with a bewildering lack of resistance. And that's it. Puppet Master 2 came out direct to video in 1990. The next 3 movies are probably the fan favorites of the series, so
Yeah, we'll have to
hopefully I
see.
get to them sooner rather than later. But until next time, I'm James A. Janice. It's been the Kill Count.
Alright everyone, before we finish off today's video, let's see what will be on the docket and the chopping block for next
kill
week.
count.
Oh, hi there. We're so glad you could come over to visit. Isn't that right, Mr. Crockett? Mr. Crockett?
What?
There you are. We can't start the show without
Huh.
you. Let's
Okay.
go!
Welcome to Mr. Crocket's World!
In this world, we can
This
do
is
anything. Play our
weird.
favorite games,
The greatest game of all. Hide and seek.
draw anything we can think of,
It's magical market time!
and
Okay.
learn important lessons.
I have a song to teach you all.
I've never heard of this.
It's a world full of fun new friends, like Boogaloo Blue, Squawky Bird, and Mr. Chair.
Grumpy.
And best of all, there are no parents around.
He's killing
Well,
parents
they
and
play
taking
on
more
something.
kids.
No more mean grown-ups telling you to go to sleep at night or making you eat your vegetables.
If you don't eat right, you can get the grumpies. And no one likes a grumpy Gus.
Hell is
Crockett
this?
is taking care of them for you, my children.
What movie
You'll
is
never
this?
have to worry about them again.
This is my house now.
This week, pop that VHS in and watch Mr. Crockett. Then stay up to whatever time you want to watch the Kill Count, only on Dead Meat.
Yeah, so I've never heard of this movie, but I guess I'll hear about it next week. Alright everyone, that's going to be the end of today's video, and I hope you all enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Link to the original will be in the description below, and I'll see all of you all next time when we flick back on. Till then, this is Fox, signing out. Peace.